This thing right here is $400. And now I got to buy something more? What is this? Look at all of these Cricuts that I've owned. Oh, also, if you're Siser and you're watching this, just know I didn't want to cheat on you. Today is a really hard day. And that's because I had to spend $400 on another Cricut. I didn't ever thought that I was going to have to buy another Cricut, but here I am buying another Cricut because of you. Why am I blaming you for today? Is because I have been trying for the last few years to get you to come to the dark side with me and like these Siser craft cutting machines, but you just won't. You keep asking for more Cricut videos. And unfortunately, that means that I had to spend $400 on a new Cricut because why? My other one is broke. So here we are today on a video I didn't think that I was gonna ever have to make ever again. We are going to unbox a brand new Cricut Maker 4. Now I could have went cheap and I could have just gotten another Cricut Explore Air, whatever number that they're on. However, the reason why I got the Cricut Maker 4 Maker in particular is fabric cutting and crafts and all the things fabric is going to be huge in the next year. I actually plan on busting out my sewing machine for the first time in years. And the reason why I decided to go with the Cricut Maker 4 versus the Explore Airs is because the 4 can cut fabric. I don't like cutting fabric, so I bought the Maker to hopefully be able to do all the fabric cutting for me and I don't have to do the hard part, because to me, fabric crafts, the cutting of the fabric is the worst part about it. So just know, as you watch this unboxing, Ashley Falco is not excited to be unboxing yet another Cricut. Oh, also, if you're Siser and you're watching this, just know I didn't want to cheat on you. However, the other reason why I had to buy this one is your machines don't have a rotary attachment tool. I can't cut fabric on it. So I had to buy this. Because my people want more Cricut videos and I want to do more fabric crafts. Your machine doesn't have a rotary. The Cricut Maker has a rotary. It's like they're forcing me to spend money and I don't want to do it. Anyway, let's get into it because it has been a long time since I bought a brand new Cricut machine. Like years. Nothing has changed about the opening of this box. If you've opened up one, you've opened up all, I feel like. Okay, so within the box, we have a starter pack, and it comes with a pen, 0.4 tip black pen, and we got a little manual. Love it, that comes with a manual. We have a starter piece of, 2 starter pieces of yellow cardstock. Ashley Falco owns her own cardstock company, so I will not be using Cricut cardstock. Won't be doing that. Ooh, we have some vinyl, 3 sheets of removable vinyl, some iron-on HTV, and some transfer tape. Gives you a pretty good starter pack of material. We're gonna throw away this cardstock because I don't need this. And then, I think I accidentally bought a pink Cricut. I'm actually not mad about it. Pink is my favorite. Pink's my favorite color, so I'm actually not mad about this pink. It says Seashell. My color says Maker 4 Seashell. When I think Seashell, I think of like a champagne color. This right here looks pink to me. I am not mad about a pink Cricut. I've actually always wanted a pink Cricut. I have one. I can take this one. This one's blue. It's not blue, it's green, and it's broken anyway, so I'm gonna throw that one away. All right, I need to get my husband in here to get this out of the box because I have a 5-pound weight limit for lifting, and these Cricuts are more than 5 pounds, so hold on one second. My love, it's pink. I didn't think it was pink. I'm happy. Look, she's pink. Okay, so this is all garbage. You know, in all the years of owning a Cricut, the one thing that I really wish that they would figure out is how in the world to ship these dang mats without freaking curling them. What is this? What is this? I'm not bending this. This right here, could we not get a flat mat? Like this is... Come on now. Come on now. This is not a good experience. This, in this curved mat, I have to tell you, if you've had other Cricuts for years and years, you do know that this right here is a solid complaint. The fact that they have not figured out how to not ship a curved mat would be wonderful. Okay, so we have a power adapter and a USB-C cord, and then my pretty and pink Cricut. She's so gorgeous. All right, we actually missed a little thing. Right here, there is a mini weeder, apparently. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before, but it was in the inside of the packaging. My husband found it, and he was like, wait, I think you threw something away. So that is a mini weeder. What it's for, I have no idea. All right, let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. Whoop, doop, doop. What is this? Hold on. Is this? Okay, well, my little foot right here is already off. I don't know if that's a really good indication of what's to come with this machine. I literally just told my husband to throw away the box. He said, what happens if something goes wrong? I'm like, nothing's gonna go wrong. Clearly that might not be the case. But she's pink. I love that she's pink. Pink is my favorite color. And then, ta-da! Look at this, how cute. So it's just packaged the way that it always has been. And then, wait, what is going on here? This right here is the fine point blade. What? Where's my rotary? So I'm a little confused. I have to tell you, I owned the very first Cricut Maker when it very first came out, like 2010, 11, 12. No, it's not that old. All right, anyways. And it always came with a fine point blade and a rotary blade. And I have a fine point blade and a weeder included. Cricut Maker 4, premium fine point blade and housing, a light grip mat that has a vent in it. What the heck? A mini weeder, a fine point pen, a free trial subscription for Cricut Access. Oh, only for new subscribers. That's not me. A power adapter, a USB cable, and materials to get started. Wait. Bro. No rotary. What is this for? Okay, so how much is a rotary attachment tool for a Cricut Maker 4? Because what in the world? I mean, I'm actually pretty annoyed because now I have to buy something extra. This thing right here is $400 and now I got to buy something more. Tools and accessories. $20. It's on clearance. A rotary attachment tool is on clearance for 20 bucks. Why is it on clearance? Please tell me that they are not going away with this, because what happens if I don't, if I need more of the rotary on clearance for 20 bucks? Well, I have to add to cart because I don't have an option. I want to do more fabric things, so I am going to have to add to cart. This right here, this fabric bonded housing, I am not going to get this. The reason why is because this one right here, you'd have to have bonded fabric, and I don't, and I'm not someone that wants to bond the fabric. Let me show you what it is that I want to make, okay? Fabric crafts are coming in. There is this machine that I know that is coming out that I am first line to get and test and beta test. It was supposed to be in my craft room already, but it's not. But I do want, it is coming. It's coming sometime soon, apparently. So with that being said, these types of crafts right here is what I want to make. And so I'm thinking that it would be easier for my Cricut to cut out all of these things so I can make these types of crafts. I can't tell you what it is, but I want this. And so this isn't going to be a bonded fabric, right? I'm not someone who does fabric crafts very often. My sewing machine's up there. She is dusty. I might as well just buy a new one because that thing right there is like, it's old. So Bonded fabric I don't think is what I'm going to need. But I think it's very interesting that the rotary attachment tool is on clearance. Okay, I actually, when I bought my Cricut, I bought it from Michael's and I have a $20, I think it was a $20 reward. Okay, so let's do Cricut rotary. Bruh, why is it $44 here? Literally, why is it $44 here and $20 here? Well, okay, we're gonna add to cart. We're gonna add that to the cart and we are gonna buy that one because I need that. Anyways, let's get back to this unboxing. And now that I'm done being all, I still don't know what this is. So thanks for the tool. I'm just gonna put it in my little hole and let's plug this bad boy in and see how well it cuts. I wonder if this is going to be significantly faster than my other one that's over there. Like it really matters. That one over there is broken. So, you know, anything's better than broken. You know what I mean? It really has been 72 million years since I have played with the Cricut. I just sign in. Won't be surprised if I actually have to do any type of updates or something like that with this Cricut design space. Okay, so I have it plugged in. Let's turn the machine on. She's really quiet. I didn't plug her into the back of my computer because I kind of want to set this up via Bluetooth. So I'm going to leave this off and hopefully we'll be able to figure out if we can use her via Bluetooth. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come over here into my account and let's go into settings. Click the machine icon to select the machine that you want. Oh, okay, set up a machine. We're going to come over here and set up a machine. And let's do machines. Look at all of these Cricuts that I've owned. This is insane. This is so crazy. That's crazy. I am going to set up a new project or a new product, set up a cutting machine, and then press continue. Cricut Maker 4, press continue. Yeah, there's no wall over here, so we're good to go. And then plug it into an outlet. It is powered on, and we'll just press continue. I want to do this via Bluetooth. I do not want to set this at USB. Allow Bluetooth. Ugh, I have to quit and then open. $700 off on the auto heat press. My goodness gracious. Do I have to go back into setting up a new machine? The list of this is wild to me. It's absolutely wild. I thought I was breaking up with Cricut, man. I really did. I have to go through the entire process again to then get to this. Okay, now we're here. My goodness gracious. That was, when it closes out, you got to do it all again. At least it's not hard to get back to where you were, but kind of like, why does it have to be like that? Why do you have to do that? Okay, you're embarking on your creative journey. Okay, it must be doing something because the light on my Cricut is blue. Can you see that? This one. Can you see that blue light? I don't know if you can, but it's blue. And on my screen, it says Maker 4. So we're going to click on that. I agree to the terms. Does anyone ever read the terms and conditions? I don't think anyone does, but you know, I could be wrong. I don't. All right, so I'm going to add this to this. It needs to update, do the firmware. Let's do it. I really do wish though that they would figure this out. This situation is dumb. Like, could we just have the rotary blade and a small, like, make the mat smaller? If you can't figure out how to ship your machines without destroying your mats, because this right here, you will not get a good cut into that at all. So if you can't figure out how to ship your mats, could you just like give us back the rotary blade or something? Or maybe, it's just annoying. I'm telling you, begrudgingly, I bought this machine because I have to do more cardstock projects and fabric projects, and no one's watching my Siser videos, and the Siser doesn't even have a rotary blade. Look, all that bending, I guess with more encouragement, but you can see that I am like bending it and cracking it. So that's garbage. I spent $400. The mat is garbage. Luckily, my bestie, my crafty bestie, bought me a whole bunch of brand new mats. Like, how awesome is he? I got 4 here and a whole bunch more right here. He is like, you are no longer going to be using terrible cardstock. Or terrible mats. So he bought me some mats because he was overseeing the nastiness. All right, so I am gonna come down here and press continue and then start your free trial. I'm gonna try this, but I'm not a new member, so I doubt it's going to work. Free for 30 days. No, I'm not, you know what? I'm not going to do that because chances are I'm going to forget to cancel that, and that's not happening. Okay, do a quick test. Time for a quick test cut. Okay, to ensure things are working smoothly, we'll make a sample vinyl decal in the black smart vinyl. So this is the smart vinyl, and you can tell because it actually says smart vinyl on the very back of this. So we're gonna press continue. And for whatever reason, now my Cricut is not connecting. This is why I quit screwing around with the Cricuts, because I've been having such a hard time with everything. Everything just takes forever. I just want to get to crafting, and I'm still not doing crafting. So I just unplugged it, plugged it back in. It is connecting because there is a blue light right here. So if you get stuck like me, just unplug it and it will start doing its thing. So we are gonna take the smart vinyl. We are gonna put it in here and just like this. When you use their branded vinyl and HTV, you won't have to use a mat, but it has to be their brand. The reason why I like the Siser so much is because it doesn't matter what brand of material you use. Everything can be matless as long as it doesn't cut all the way through. If it cuts all the way through, then you have to use a mat, but that would be like for the Cricut too. But if you were doing matless cutting for HTV or vinyl, you would not need a mat with the Siser. Doesn't matter the brand. Doesn't matter the brand. But unfortunately with Cricut, gotta have the Cricut brand. That annoys me. I mean, she seems fast. I mean, is she worth the money? I don't know. All right, let's eject. Here it is. And peel the corner. So this is my very first test cut. And it says, we're just going to weed. And there is our little Cricut decal. This is now garbage, but it cuts. All right, so we are good to go. That was the setup process. Woo, woo. Yay. Woo. All right, let's go over into, it's been so long since I've used anything with the Cricut. Let's cut out something really cute that I have cut out before. Oh, let's do these reindeer money holders because it is almost Christmas. This right here is going to be perfect for if you are giving money for the holidays. This SVG file, the cardstock and even the money holder is all found within my cardstock warehouse. So if you're interested in making this file, you want to go check out the links in the description because all of the cardstock and stuff is going to be listed. Okay, so I am going to just take this one and I'm going to delete this. No need for that. And I'm going to take this, right click and press to detach, because right here, I'm gonna do my son to Packard. And we're gonna put that nice in right there. Awesome for mom and dad. So I am going to right click and press attach on this. So the cardstock, this cardstock project, I have done in a previous video with you. So I'm not gonna show you how we set this up because that's in a previous video, and the SVG file and everything I told you was over in my cardstock warehouse. So I'm just gonna show you that it cuts the cardstock really well, hopefully, I don't know. Let's go over here and press make. And I'm gonna be using a mat for today's project because I'm cutting cardstock. So we're gonna go all the way through our material. So you have to use that. I'm not gonna do apply all for all sections. I might as well. I'm gonna do apply selection to all future projects because I will never buy Cricut branded material ever. Ain't ever happening. Okay, so we can do that. And then everything else is set up perfectly. Like you don't have to do anything more for that. So I'm gonna come up here into this one. This is mat 1 and I'm going to press continue. I am not entirely sure what setting I should use for my cardstock. I am just gonna go with the medium setting and we'll figure out if that's a good setting or not. So I need a little piece of white glitter cardstock. Okay, so I've pulled all the cardstock that we are going to use. We are going to use the white glitter cardstock. This right here, 100% shed-free white glitter cardstock. Then we have black. We just need the smallest piece of lipstick red glitter cardstock. Again, 100% shed free. You're never gonna get any type of glitter off of my glitter cardstock because it's shed free. Then we have tan. We have a craft brown and then glitter brown. Again, shed free. So no glitter on your hands or your Cricut. You ain't gonna be ruining anything with your Cricut. So I am just gonna use a freshly new mat, Cricut mat. And this one right here has 0 bend in it. This is a standard grip mat, not a light grip mat because that's all I have. But I am just going to put in some white glitter cardstock. Again, I'm not entirely sure if these are good settings or not, so we shall see. But all I'm gonna do is just insert this into the machine and then we are gonna press the suck in button. Okay, we are gonna press the blinking play button. It used to be the C button and now it's the play button. So we're gonna press that. Okay, got my little spatula. This right here is necessary for anything cardstock crafting. So I have the piece of thing cut out right here. Let's see if it actually cut out good. Yep, so medium cardstock setting for glitter cardstock on the Cricut Maker 4 is where the setting that I just used and it worked out perfectly. I don't need that manual. Set that over to the side. And then we have a little bit of black. We just need the smallest amount of black. Do I have to choose this? I'm gonna favorite this, but every single time, remember my material settings. Okay, please do that. I do not wanna have to keep selecting the dang material every single time. So we're gonna insert. You know what's interesting is every single time you put a mat in, it sucks it all the way through. I feel like you shouldn't have to do that. You just like put it in, call it a day, but like apparently you gotta do that now. That's interesting. The turnaround on this like cutting and stuff like that it's painstakingly long. The cutting process, like the actual cut, doesn't take a long time, but there is that smallest little thing right there, and it's gonna just pop right off. And look at those small little cuts. And there's no issues at all with the cuts. My cardstock is like the best cardstock. If you've never played around with my cardstock, plain or glitter, you need to. And I'm not saying that because I own the company. I'm saying that because it's actually that good. Okay, so this is the lipstick red. We're gonna put that in there. When you do the remember material setting, you don't actually have to choose the material again, which is great. But it is annoying that every single time you put the mat back in there, it sucks it back up and does this whole thing. I feel like I'm gonna use the same mat over and over again. You don't need to keep checking to make sure that the length is the length, you know? Okay, we're gonna insert the tan brown, and the tan brown, let's put that in here. And it says on the machine, or on the software, it says to load in a pen. So I'm going to open up the brand new pen that came with this machine. we're gonna put this in the housing A. So we're gonna put it in until it clicks. Awesome. And then we're gonna shut it. We're gonna press the play button. I used to say the blinking C button and now it's the play button. It's kind of crazy. It has a whole new thing. So before you take your mat out of this machine, make sure and take your pen out and put the cap back on, because otherwise you'll dry out your pen. I have owned many Cricuts throughout the years, and you know how many pens I have dried out because I have forgotten to take that dang thing off and put the cap back on. So many, too many to count actually. I'm sure you're probably thinking to yourself like, wow, this is the weirdest unboxing ever. I mean, who actually buys something they don't want and then films about it? Unfortunately me, because that's the name of the game. The other thing that I have to remind myself is that most users of cardstock do use the Cricut, and I own a cardstock company. And if I want to continue to promote my cardstock, I have to cut with the most popular machine. Look, I feel like I am handcuffed to them and I don't want to be. It's almost like this real crazy toxic relationship. But yeah, so it's very interesting. It's a very interesting relationship that I have. Okay, so the glue that I love, I don't even know why I'm going to tell you about it, because I really truly think the guy's going out of business. But the reason why I love it so much, first, I helped launch this glue. It was my idea. I sent pictures to the guy that owns this company and was like, this is what you need to do for your glue. This is how I like it, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, say less. And then created this bottle and this glue. The solution of the glue, the strength of the glue is something that I had in my brain, and he created it. So unfortunately, I don't know what's going on, but this is it. And it has a little stopper in the tip right here, so it keeps it not clogged. Okay, we have some dollars, we have some money holders. You only need one if you only cut out one. And then, you know, the greatest thing about this project is that we only needed a little bit of cardstock to make a really cool gift. I'm not someone who loves giving cash gifts, but this is a great little alternative to a cash gift, just giving cash. You can just make something really cute. And so I really do love that, you know, it makes giving cash gifts a lot more fun, a lot funner, a lot more fun. You know what I mean? Anyways, you only need a little bit of glue on your thing, just like this, not a whole lot. And we are going to line this up to the backer. Awesome. Okay. Then we are going to take this guy and we are going to line this up to the bottom. And then we're going to take this and we are going to put little hooves on there. Here we go. And actually I forgot one really important tool. Okay. This thing right here is my most favorite cardstock little hack. If you have done any type of rhinestoning or what you would know as called blinging, you probably already have it, and it's a wax tip pen. All I'm doing right now is I'm warming up my wax tip pen with my fingers, and I'm just trying to mold the top of it because the top of it kind of got smushed and flattened, but I'm molding it to where it looks, you know, more of a tip like this. Okay. Instead of fumbling around with these smaller little pieces, all I'm going to do is pick this up. See how it just picks up my little paper pieces and it doesn't leave any type of residue. I absolutely love a wax tip pen when it comes to cardstock projects. Not a whole lot of people utilize this. They use the reverse tweezers, and the reverse tweezers, I can't stand the reverse tweezers. If I can't stand a Cricut, I can't stand a reverse tweezer. So just know that about me. Okay, so I am going to add a little bit of glue onto my backer. So this right here is my backer, and I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to lay this onto my backer. Okay. Then I know that these white pieces need to go right here and right here. So then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue down. You don't need a whole lot of glue. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the little circle and I'm going to just place it onto my, my circle of my hat. And then the same thing with here. So instead of like fumbling around, especially if you have nails, like I have gel on my nails, but they're still kind of like, you know, they don't, oops, you know what? I forgot to do these. That's fine. I think I layered this wrong. I did. It needs to go down there. Okay. So let me just lift this up just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna lift this off and flip that off because I need to layer on my antlers. But instead of fumbling around with my little small pieces of paper, now all I have to do is like take my wax tip pen and pick them up. Do you see how easy it is? Like you don't fumble around with your pieces of paper anymore. I feel like it's a lot quicker than the reverse tweezers too. Look, ready? We're going to pick this up and we're going to put this down onto our thing. Now we have these like small little inside pieces of our ears. I know that they're going to go right here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Watch. Pick up, place down. This is upside down. Pick up, place down. Look at that. So then when it comes to this, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the back and we're going to place them. Look, ain't he just so adorable? He's already so cute. And then I'm going to add in his nose just like that. Pick up, place down. I mean, look at him. Is he not just so adorable? Oh my gosh. How to use a money holder is pretty simple. You just take some cash, you just roll it up. Don't matter the denomination. Just roll it up in there and you place it into your money holder. Now this right here has a 3M backing. So all you have to do is peel off that 3M backing. It's a lot easier if you don't have like gel nails like me, but you just peel it off. Okay, there it goes. My gosh. Okay, you just peel this off just like this. And then all you have to do is place him onto your money holder just like that. And look how cute. So this is the front, this is the back. Ain't he just so adorable? So I'm definitely in love with my cardstock and my cardstock craft that I just created. However, am I in love with the Cricut Maker 4? And probably not. I don't think I ever will be in love with another Cricut. It is probably going to take me a long time to convince myself that Cricut crafting is the way to go. But you know what? I just have to go with what is popular. And unfortunately, Cricuts are popular. So best believe that in the new year, you will be seeing a lot more Cricut crafting from me and even some fabric crafting, because I am thinking that the fabric crafts within this next year is going to be hot and so like it's just going to go viral. Fabric crafts, I think, is where it's at in the coming year. All right, y'all, I sure hope I inspired you to create, and I'll see you later.